we just got selected as the 2024 World Travel Hackers, and since that I'll be planning now our 4-week trip, I'm gonna share with you 5 steps that you should follow to ensure that everything goes well during your trip and that you have everything prepared and well organized. Step number 1, visa. Before booking any flight or your accommodation, check if you need a visa to get into that country. And if so, apply for the visa and only move forward with buying the plane tickets and book your accommodation when your visa gets approved. It happened to me that I bought my flights, my accommodation, and only after I thought, do I need a visa to get into this country? So I went to check, and yes, I did. So I applied for the visa, and a few days later, I got rejected, so I lost all my money. It was around COVID time, so I couldn't get in the country on a touristic visa. That's why it got rejected. But yeah, that's the worst. So don't be like me and check if you need a visa first. Step number 2, booking the flights. So if your visa gets approved or you don't need one at all, the next step is to buy flights. So for me, since I want to travel everywhere, I don't have a particular destination that I want to travel to, so I prioritize the cheapest one, and the way that I find the cheapest one is by using the NOMAD feature on Kiwi. I write the country I'm departing from and select anywhere as destination, and you'll find great deals this way. Step number 3, set a budget. It is super important to set a budget for any trip so that you're aware of it and you stick with it. Otherwise, you can end up spending way too much money on restaurants, souvenirs, etc., which you could be saving for your next trip. Step number 4, do a must-see list. You should have a list of things you want to do and see during your trip so that first, you don't forget anything, which, trust me, it happens. And second, if you already know the places you want to visit, you can book tickets in advance. Some museums and attractions only allowed a number of people a day, so sometimes whenever you try to buy the tickets in the exact same day that you want to visit, it'll just be sold out. So I don't recommend, and I wouldn't take the risk. And last but not least, step number 5, get a travel insurance. This one is so important. You should always be covered during your trip in case there's any accidents or you get sick, especially if you're traveling to expensive countries like Singapore, the US, China, Japan, etc. Unfortunately, accidents happened and you don't want to end up your trip with a bill of thousands and thousands of euros. Better safe than sorry. And these are my 5 recommendations to follow when planning any trip. And if you have any other recommendation you would like to share and that you think it is important,